here with Susan Stearns, who is the General Manager for Community Futures Fraser Fort George, and it is Small Business Week, part of Small Business Month in BC, and of course here in Valemount, and you're here at the Caribou Grill for...
It's our partnership event with the Chamber of Commerce here, so it's a meet and greet for us to come out, connect with small businesses in the community, and just to engage and get to know the people in Valemount.
Well, that's great. Well, we were talking earlier about how this has been kind of a challenging time, just coming out of COVID, 2 years of COVID, and maybe a little bit longer, and how now businesses are adapting to that and how they weathered that. What can you say about the business climate in Robson Valley and in northern BC?
Northern BC has fared very well. We've had a very strong economy throughout COVID and have been able to weather very well compared to most of BC and Canada. The Robson Valley has been slower. Part of it may be because of COVID, but we also have to remember there's been an influx of workers in the community, so the tourism has slowed down regardless because the accommodations and whatnot have been filled in a different means. So they're still holding strong and stable, just maybe filled with different clientele throughout COVID.
Right. And of course, just, we're not immune to economic woes that COVID caused, so we probably lost a few businesses. But I think you were saying earlier that maybe not as many as we would think.
I will honestly say even Community Futures has been surprised at how few business closures has happened in our Fraser Fort George region. But even if you look at the stats across British Columbia, the northern areas have fared very well. We haven't lost that many businesses through COVID.
Right. And you were also mentioning that this is now a time that businesses are looking not only to open new businesses, but to expand their existing businesses or their existing markets. And how is that going?
It's actually going very well. It's been quite a busy year for Community Futures. We oddly have found more business growth and businesses being purchased than what we have historically in our line of work. So we're doing a lot more loans in that line. Not to say that we don't lend to startups, because we certainly do. We welcome startups all the time. We're just finding that that's been a little slower than the rest of the life cycle pieces of a business.
Right. And so there's also another event coming up just next week. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Super excited. It's a third annual Leap for Women conference, and it's a first one we've been able to do primarily in person. We're staying hybrid, so we will be gathering in person. We have about 80% of the registrants in person. The other 20% are joining us online. So we're staying hybrid because we want everybody across the north to be able to join in. And of course, those that are able to be in Prince George are welcome to attend.
Okay, and where is that going to be and what are the dates?
It is 25th, 26th, 27th of October, so next week, and it is at the Coast Hotel if you're joining in person, and of course if you're joining online, you just have to go to leapforwomen.ca.
Great. Well, thank you very much for coming, Susan. It's always great to have Community Futures with us again in the Valley.
Wonderful. Always love being out here. Thanks for your time.